Hand in. Submit work or an assignment. She handed in her essay before the deadline. Please hand in your reports by Friday. Keep up. Maintain pace or stay informed. He struggled to keep up with his classmates. It's important to keep up with the news. Look after. Take care of someone or something. She looks after her younger siblings when her parents are busy. He asked his neighbor to look after his plants. Pass away. Die. His grandmother passed away last year. They were saddened to hear their friend had passed away. Put out. Extinguish a fire or make something available. The firefighters put out the fire quickly. The magazine puts out a new issue every month. Back down. Give up or surrender. He refused to back down from his stance. She finally backed down after much debate. Blow over. Be forgotten or pass without causing trouble. The argument will blow over soon. They hoped the controversy would blow over quickly. Break out. Start suddenly, often used for wars or diseases. A fire broke out in the building. War broke out between the two countries. Carry out. Perform or execute a plan. She carried out her duties diligently. They carried out the experiment successfully. Check up on. Investigate or make sure someone is okay. She called to check up on her friend. He checked up on the project's progress. Come across. Find by chance or seem like something. He came across an old letter from his grandma. She comes across as very confident. Cut out. Remove or stop something. She cut out sugar from her diet. The teacher told them to cut out the noise. Do away with. Eliminate or discard. They decided to do away with the old policy. Some schools have done away with uniforms. Drop in. Visit informally. She decided to drop in on her parents. He dropped in to say hello after work. Find out. Discover or learn something. She found out about the surprise party. He found out the answer to his question. Give off. Emit a smell, sound, or light. The flowers gave off a sweet fragrance. The lamp gives off a warm glow. Hold up. Delay or rob. Traffic held up the delivery. The store was held up by thieves. Jump over. Leap across something. The athlete jumped over the hurdle. The cat jumped over the fence. Kick in. Start taking effect. The medication took time to kick in. The caffeine finally kicked in, and she felt more awake. Lay out. Arrange or plan. She laid out the proposal for her boss. They laid out the food on the table. Look into. Investigate or research. They're looking into the cause of the accident. He decided to look into a new hobby. Make up. Compensate for or invent something. She made up an excuse for being late. He worked extra hours to make up for his absence. Mix up. Confuse or combine things incorrectly. The names got mixed up in the list. She mixed up the ingredients. Move on. Proceed or continue. They moved on from the past mistakes. After the job ended, he decided to move on. Pass out. Distribute or lose consciousness. The teacher passed out the exams. He felt dizzy and almost passed out. Pick out. Choose or select. She picked out a dress for the party. He helped her pick out a new book. Put aside. Save or ignore temporarily. She put aside some money for the trip. He put aside his differences with her. Put up. Tolerate or set something up. She put up with his noisy habits. They put up a tent at the campsite. Run down. Criticize or lose power. She felt hurt when he ran her down. The battery has run down, so it needs recharging. Set aside. Reserve or save for later. She set aside time for her studies. He set aside a portion of his income. Set up. Arrange or establish something. They set up the chairs for the event. He set up his own business. Sort out. Organize or solve a problem. They sorted out the files alphabetically. She needed time to sort out her thoughts. Stand out. Be noticeable. Her bright dress made her stand out. The artist's work stands out in the exhibition. Stick with. Remain loyal or continue with. She decided to stick with her original plan. He stuck with his friend through tough times. Take apart. Dismantle or disassemble. They took apart the machine for repairs. He took apart the old computer to study its parts. Take back. Return something or retract a statement. She took back the dress to the store. He decided to take back his harsh words. Think over. Consider something carefully. She thought over the offer before accepting. He needed time to think over his decision. Throw away. Discard or dispose of something. She threw away the old magazines. He threw away the broken chair. Turn around. Change direction or improve. They turned around their performance in the second half. She turned around to face him. Turn in. Submit or go to bed. He turned in his assignment on time. They decided to turn in early that night. Use up. Consume all of something. She used up all the paint on her project. The children used up their allowance quickly. Wake up. Stop sleeping or become aware. He woke up at dawn. She needs to wake up to the reality of the situation. work out, exercise or solve a problem. They worked out together at the gym. He worked out a solution to the issue. Write down. Record information on paper. She wrote down the recipe. He wrote down the address. Zone in. Focus on something. She zoned in on her studies before exams. He zoned in on his work to meet the deadline. Ask around. Inquire with multiple people. He asked around for directions. She asked around to see who had seen her wallet. Back out. Withdraw from an agreement. He backed out of the deal last minute. She decided to back out of the contract. Break down. Explain in detail or malfunction. She broke down the project into steps. The machine broke down after years of use. Brush off. Ignore or dismiss. He brushed off her concerns. She brushed off the criticism. Button up. Fasten all buttons or finish something. He buttoned up his coat against the cold. They buttoned up the final details of the plan.